नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedars, Kotari, visitors, viewers, owners of Sarvanyapita, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV, Nakshatra TV and two-way video conferencing, and having Nayana Diksha all over the world, and in Nityananda Sabha in Varanasi. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Cities sitting with us: Kuala Lumpur Adinam, Los Angeles Adinam, Oklahoma Adinam, Vancouver Canada, Seattle Adinam, San Jose Adinam, Ohio Adinam, New Zealand Adinam, Toronto Adinam, Philadelphia, Montclair, China, Mexico, Dublin, Singapore Adinam, Spain, Trinidad Tobago, Dakota Dunes, Nityananda Nagara Bididi, Houston Adinam, St. Louis Manchester, Doncaster, Hyderabad Adinam, Kastau Croatia, Rajabalayam Adinam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Before entering into the verse, I wanted to explain some basic truths about seeking, which is explained in these verses. See, if I explain the basic concepts, the truth expressed in this verse will become more experiential for all of you. When you are tired of dreaming, or you can't handle dreaming anymore, you decide to wake up. If there is a nightmare, if there is a fantasy dream, where the dream becomes too sweet or too harsh to handle, then you wake up. Same way, the waking state, if you make it too sweet or too harsh, you will become awakened. Making it too harsh, becoming awakened, is the lifestyle of renunciation. Making it too sweet and waking up is lifestyle of devotion. Listen. I'll repeat. In the dream state, if you see two tigers are chasing you or snakes are chasing you, it's harsh to handle. You will wake up. Same way, if it is too fantastic, exactly the same place you always wanted to be is there, the same person with whom you wanted to be is there, you will suddenly wake up. If it is too sweet, you will wake up. too harsh, you will wake up. So the dream state is sustained in the struggle, not in the extremes. Listen. Only in the struggle the dream continues, not in the extremes. Same way, in the waking state, if it is extreme sweetness, you will be awakened. Or extreme harshness, you will be awakened. But as long as there is a struggle between these two, the struggle between the extreme sweetness and harshness, greed and fear, is what is your incompletion. As long as there is a struggle, you will continue to maintain this waking state. This state, you will continue to maintain. If anyone takes over, it's all over. Allowing the lifestyle of extreme harshness and awakening, getting awakened, is the lifestyle of renunciation. A Naga, a Agori, allowing the extreme sweetness and awakening is the lifestyle of devotion, a Shaivite. Using both the process and getting awakened is a lifestyle of Nityanandite. I use all available possible methods, process, kriyas to help you into awakening. Whether it is nightmare or fantasy dream, you will wake up. You will wake up. You will wake up. Understand? Neither fantasy, dream, nor nightmare will let you continue sleep. Same way, neither extreme harshness nor the extreme sweetness will help you to continue your waking state. It will lead to awakening. It will lead to awakening. I tell you, if life itself brings that harshness and awakens you, if life itself brings that sweetness and awakens you, you will be wasting a lot of time. You voluntarily getting into that state, cooperating for your awakening is what I call seeking. It is not that every night you wake up with a nightmare or fantasy dream. Many nights you wake up because you are too tired. Understand? Same way in your life also. It is not that all the time you can get the extreme harsh dream, harsh reality, or extreme pleasant reality. Creating either extreme harshness of reality or extreme pleasantness of reality leads to your awakening. Cooperating with the life to create extreme harshness or extreme pleasantness is seeking. Either with the concept of Shiva, you can make every moment of your life extremely pleasant. You know, this is the place Sadashiva walked. This is the very air he breathed. This is the very forest he and Devi spent so much of time. Every tree here is the descendant of the trees which had the fortune of having darshan of Sadashiva. Still the moon and the sun is a living witnesses. You can go on cherishing this and get into the extreme pleasantness that will lead to awakening. Or you can deny everything, including your own existence, and that will lead to extreme harshness. Again, you will be awakened. Use anyone, cooperate with anyone. Allow the awakening to happen. That's all is essence of life. That's all is essence of life. Your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial neither allows you to experience extreme harshness or extreme pleasantness. If you go through pleasantness, you doubt it. No, this cannot be permanent or eternal. If you go through harshness, you build a hope. No, I'll get out of it and I will have pleasantness, joy one day. The hope stops you going to the extreme harshness. Doubt stops you going to the extreme pleasantness. And you don't allow both. Continue to enjoy your struggling state in completion, because only that will maintain your ordinary waking state. Sleep is the base material out of which the dreams can be dreamt. Confusion is the base material out of which this waking state can be perceived. Only if you are in the state of sleep, you can dream. Only if you are in the state of confusion, you can see this waking state. Understand, that is why confusion is a very precious investment for you. It's one of the most precious investment. Most precious investment. But I tell you, let confusion not become your most precious investment. In every step, every line, every inch of your life, if confusion becomes your basic stand, basic foundation, then imagine the amount of time you are wasting, energy you are destroying. There is a beautiful verse in Taittiriya Upanishad. Anandam brahmeti navyajanat. Bliss is God, don't waste it. You may think, what do they mean by don't waste it? Don't waste it by attributing it to your confusion. If you think confusion is bliss, if you maintain the stand confusion is bliss, you are wasting your life, destroying your life. You are wasting the bliss, destroying bliss. Anandam brahmedi navyajanat. See, your day-to-day habits get recorded in your muscle memory. Your lifestyle patterns, like what you feel about you, all that gets recorded in your biomemory. Cleaning up your muscle memory can be done by building good habits. But cleaning up your biomemory, what you feel about you consciously, can be done only by awakening the seeking. Awakening the seeking. Listen carefully to this statement, to these truths. Seeking either leads you to extreme pleasantness or extreme harshness of the reality. In both ways, it awakens you. Whether you get into completing your individual existence or whether you get into expanding your individual existence into cosmic existence. If your individual existence becoming cosmic existence by devotion, it is called upasana. If your individual existence becomes nothing by allowing the cosmic existence, it is called vipassana. In both extremes, you are awakened. Whether upasana or vipassana, you will be awakened. But go to any one extreme, only then you will be awakened. Don't continue to play in the field of confusion. You will continue to be just in this dilemma, waking state. Dilemma destroys your dignity, takes away your respect for yourself. Dilemma destroys your dignity, takes away your respect for yourself. Today we are going to be having a long session for inner awakening participants. It's going in high speed. This inner awakening, I can say, is one of the unique inner awakenings where this no break IA, which I introduced, the concept of no break IA, NBIA, no break inner awakening, they are completing with all the inner awakening processes. And then Shivoham process and third eye awakening practice and enjoying Kashi. Today we are going to be working with the world and my world, which is going to be quite a enjoying process, a joyful process. So today's satsang's essence, upasana or vipassana. The subject for Vakyartha Sadas, understanding upasana and understanding vipassana, how both leads to awakening. With this, I bless you all, let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.